All right, hello, welcome to the weather update. It's a little after 7 o'clock on March 24th, 2021. If you hear fans going on in the background, it's just because it's so hot in here. It's just, you can't breathe in here. It's like, it's just getting to me. I don't know. It's like there's just no air in this place. It's just, I can't explain it, but, you're coming from the outside and you're carrying stuff, whether it be, I had to get some groceries and it was raining, so I had to carry the umbrella. And you come in here and it's just an oven. So it's, just can't breathe. So I have to put the air conditioner on, basically. I'm not even going to try to open the windows because it's raining. Yeah, and I have the radiators off. They're off. It's just because there's no air circulation. You're not. It's almost like you have no windows at all. Anyway, let's get to the weather update here, though it does have a little bit to do with physics. But let's go talk about the weather update because we got rain. You can see the storm system that is over us right now on the satellite pretty clearly. We'll go ahead and look at the radar. And you see some pretty heavy rain that's getting into our area. We've got a couple of moderate downpours here, but there's some heavy rain. It looks like over parts of Ocean County, northern Ocean County, from Lakewood up into Monmouth County to Old Bridge, and some more heavy rain around Staten Island and New Brunswick, New Jersey. And this is all moving toward the northeast, so it's all moving in our direction. And even heavier rain offshore. I'm surprised there are no thunderstorms here, but I already checked. I didn't see any lightning. But that's some pretty heavy rain right there, which we need. It's been very dry, so we need the rain. It's been very dry lately. We've had a very dry March. Drier than it normally is. You can see here, though, that there is that rain that's going to be moving into our area, and that's the future radar. I wish it would just show the past radar, but this is the best radar I can find right now from AccuWeather, because the Weather Service radar is, well, useless, as you know. You can look at it here. It's pretty useless. Look at that. It doesn't even load right. I wish they would go back to the old radar or change it. I don't know why they just can't be more like AccuWeather. I just don't get it. But this is, again, you see that heavy rain that is over us. Look at how long it's taking to load, too. And it's not the computer. It's just their radar site is awful. Everybody agrees it's awful. But they won't change it back. It's ridiculous. So let's look at our current conditions outside right now. Notice that there's a high wind watch in effect for parts of Ohio. Look at how warm it is there, 70 degrees. We're going to get into some of this warmth, and you can see some wind gusts up to 26. And let me just put the dew points in because I have a feeling the humidity is low over there. Yeah, dew points in the 40s, so, and they're not getting the rain, but we are. We have, as far as our area goes, temperatures are in the mid. It's kind of muggy out there. That's the other thing that's getting to me. It's kind of muggy. Temperatures are in the mid-50s. It feels warmer, though, because dew points are also up there as well. So it's humid, and it's warm, and it's stuffy, and it's not comfortable at all out there. Look at that, dew point at 57 as you head into New Jersey. So, yeah, this is quite muggy air that we're dealing with right now, and that's probably why I don't feel too well when I'm walking around out there as well. And then I come in here, and it's even warmer, and, it just hits you. So let's take a look and see what it got down to last night. And let's take a look at the minimum temperature last night, because I actually cooled off quite a bit last night. It was actually quite cool again. West Hampton was 35, 37 in Old Brookville. Let's get a little closer here. 41 in Carl Place, 43 at Farmingdale Airport, 41 at Islip for the low. I'd also like to see yesterday's high temperature, too, as well, because yesterday was quite a warm day, but we're going to have to go look at yesterday. So we have to move this back, actually, to the 23rd. Okay. Today was quite warm, too, before the clouds rolled. Yeah, it was quite warm yesterday. 65 in Carl Place. The high was 64 in Farmingdale. 65 in Central Park. 63 at Islip. You can see cooler on the South Shore. 61 at West Hampton with the highs. Again, the South Shore, again, in the middle of the... It's not just the climate here. It's too hot. It's too hot. I need cooler climate. 57 at Sayville. I need to have that sea breeze, And probably even warmer in Jersey probably yesterday. Let's see what it was yesterday. 61 in Toms River. Actually not as... It's hotter in central Nassau than it was in Toms River yesterday. That's kind of interesting. All right, I'll move it up to today now. Because I know I did my weather update early yesterday and I didn't cover the high temperatures. So today, these are the high temperatures. 60 at Carl Place, 61 at Farmingdale, 61 at Islip, 55 in West Hampton, 55 in the city. So not quite as warm because we have the cloud cover, but it's kind of just muggy out there. 63 though in the airport west of Toms River. So yeah, it's kind of muggy out there. It's kind of warm, and that's because we're in this warm airflow that we got ahead of this system here. It's kind of bringing up some tropical moisture into our area. So let's go look at the. I'm not gonna look at the upper air in this one. No, not yet. Anyway, let's take a look at get to the rain first. That we have moving through. So the rain has just started in the last hour or two, and it's going to be with us for the next couple of hours. Let's look at the HRRR here. This will be enough to show us the rain, and you'll see that heavier rain moving to our area here. There it is. So we could get some heavy rain, some downpours perhaps, and there's again a cluster of what looks like thunderstorms over, looks like Atlantic County, Atlantic City, then moving out over the ocean and not affecting us. But we will see a decent amount of rain from this. If we look at the total accumulated precip on the HRRR, you'll see parts of the island could get an inch or more of rain. There's even some purple areas that are over parts of the Jersey Shore, so maybe closer to 2 inches there. A little less over the east end, more like a half an inch. That's what the HRRR thinks. But I think this is just depending on where the showers are. I think that we have a good bet at seeing at least an inch of rain tonight, which we need. We can also look at the NAM. I'll look at the NAM 12 as well, and this also gives us a good solid inch of rain at least. So hopefully we can get an inch of rain because, like I said, it's been awfully dry lately, and we could use the rain. You can see the yellows over Long Island, particularly around 7, 8 o'clock. So the next day, we're going to have some downpours for the next couple of hours. But then it winds up ending after midnight, and then we're dry. And then the next area of showers would come in for early Friday morning, overnight. And then another little, late. Basically, this is like a little warm front moving through here. And then a cold front coming through. Friday morning, and then that gets out of here. And then you can see the tighter ice bars, which would make it windy behind that. So let's go look at our temperatures here, and we'll use the GFS for that. So we get an idea of where our temperatures are heading, because it's going to be quite warm. And we'll look at some other models, too, as far as temperatures go, because tomorrow it's going to warm up quite a bit. We could be seeing 70 in Jersey tomorrow. On Long Island, possibly close to 70 on the North Shore. Everywhere else, well into the 60s. The sea breeze might be more limited to the South Shore tomorrow, as well as a result of that. And then Friday, even warmer, depending on this westerly flow that sets up. We can see temperatures well into the 70s. The GFS has 70s all over New Jersey, maybe even 80 degrees possible. But Long Island, there might be a sea breeze keeping us cooler. Hopefully it will be. So we'll see temperatures in the 60s and 50s again. The South Shore is going to be the place to be for the next couple of days, which is where I'm going to be. So, like I said, I'm not really going to spend a whole lot of time in the middle of the island anymore. It's not just everything else going on. It's also the fact it's too damn hot here. So let's go look at the Saturday. We have temperatures in the mid-50s to near 60s. And then Sunday, we have temperatures cooling off a little bit. I think that would be our next chance of rain. After that, we do have a lot of interesting weather in the next couple of days here. So once we're done with this rain and Friday's rain, this would be Friday's rain. And we can also look and see how much rain, well, when we get to that, we'll talk about Friday morning's rain tomorrow, I think. Once that moves on, we have a dry day on Saturday, and then our next chance rain would be on Sunday. And then that moves away, and then get into some colder air for Monday and Tuesday. But after that, we get into another good dry stretch of days, probably at least 3 dry days in a row with that high moving in and bringing us to drier weather. And as far as the temperatures go, we'll go ahead and we'll move past that. So when we look at the temperatures as we get into Monday, you see it turns colder. For Monday, we're only in the 45 to 50 degree range. For Tuesday, we recover a little closer to 50 degrees. And then by Wednesday, we are back into the 60s again for the end of the month. So let's go look at the other models as far as the temperatures go. I'm going to go back to the HRRR, and we're going to go look at the 18Z run. And the only reason why I'm using this is because it does have a higher resolution than the GFS. And we'll use a couple of other models to look at the temperatures tomorrow because we have an opportunity for a very warm day tomorrow. So this is the HRRR again. It looks like it does have a sea breeze over Long Island. which will help mitigate the warmth. And for Friday, same thing. Huge contrast here. You can see that tongue of warmth mainly over Nassau. It's probably going to be hot in Mineola, probably hit 70 degrees. But if you're on the South Shore and the East End, it'll be much cooler. And Jersey, you're going to be well into the 70s, I'm sure, for Friday. That's as far out as I got on the HRRR as far as the temperatures go. What we can do is we can look at some other models for that. And let's go ahead and use Ventus Sky. This also uses the HRRR, but it's got a better resolutions. We can move this into tomorrow, show you the warmth for tomorrow that we're going to be. This also, I like this model because it shows you, it has the arrows indicating the wind and where it's coming from, which I like. So you can see here at 1 p.m. Let's go to 1 p.m. So you can see into the 60s, well into the 60s. But you see there'll be a decent sea breeze on the South Shore. Temperatures only in the upper 40s. And it also looks like there's also going to try to be a sea breeze in the Jersey Shore, too. So maybe eastern parts of the Jersey Shore, Beechwood, eastern parts of Toms River will get a sea breeze and be cooler as well, with temperatures in only the 40s. And there may be some fog along there, too. The other thing that I didn't look at in this is dew point. So let me look at that, too, because that's important when it comes to, we're going to have some humidity around. So tomorrow, it's going to be a little bit muggy. And then even more muggy for Friday. Dew points could reach 60 degrees, so it's gonna be quite warm. Actually, it's gonna be almost feeling like you're gonna have that humidity in the air, which I don't like at all. This is again, so there will be a sea breeze. South Shore place to be, inland not the place to be, unless you like the heat, of course. 60, 50, 60, it'll be up to the 60s. So this is Thursday. Let's move ahead to Friday, which is going to be much warmer than Thursday. Friday is going to be the day that's really going to be warm. You're going to have very strong southwesterly winds. So hopefully Mineola will get a sea breeze in the middle of the island. Should get a sea breeze as long as that wind maintains enough of a southerly component. But the further west you go, and onto the North Shores, particularly from Huntington to Glen Cove, you're going to be up at 70 or higher. Is Toms River up into the 70s for sure on Friday, and up into the 70s. And you can see it has the 70s now, reaching across the North Shore. This is 1 o'clock in the morning. You got to be on the South Shore; it'll be cooler. You can see there's more of a westerly component, and that's going to try to push some of that warmth in to the middle and in across the North Shore of Long Island. But the South Shore should be a decent sea breeze. So the South Shore is the place to be Friday. But you see what happens, though, eventually as the day goes on. We see a wind becoming more westerly, and so that sea breeze starts getting pushed away as we get into 4 or 5 o'clock, and then everybody gets into the 60s as that westerly wind. That westerly wind can be a killer sometimes coming in, and you can see that temperatures are going to start dropping behind that eventually, but there's a lag when the cooler air moves in. When you get that lag and the wind goes to the west, does this give us dew point? Oh, this doesn't. Yeah, dew point. Let's go look at dew point on this, too. You can see the dew points do come down when the winds go to west, so that at least will help make it feel a little more comfortable, so it won't be humid like it will be earlier on, but it will be quite warm on Friday. So we'll look at another model as far as the warmth goes, and this is the European model as we go into Thursday here. Let's go look at this tomorrow, of course. So here's the European model, and this actually, you can see inland, North Shore, you're going to be well into the 60s, 1 p.m. Toms River, you're going to be 67. But again, right along the water, there might be a little more of a sea breeze. Here's 2 o'clock, 3 o'clock. Let's move it off to 3 o'clock. You can see the sea breeze come in and bring relief to Long Island, particularly on the South Shore. But if you're in New Jersey, you're still going to be near 70 degrees. I think Toms River will hit 70 degrees tomorrow. And then as we move into at night, you'll cool off not that much. And then for Friday, this is the really warm day now. You can see the heat really building over from New York City across New Jersey, well into the 70s, maybe some 80-degree readings. This could be record-breaking for Friday, especially. But cooler on the island. Here it would have 60. It would be mid-60s in the middle of the island, probably closer to 70 on the North Shore, and then if you're on the South Shore, 50. So again, South Shore, the place to be for the cooler air. But you see what happens, though. Westerly winds come in, and the temperatures do wind up going up everywhere later on in the day. though there hopefully will be some kind of sea breeze effect still on the south shore that will try to keep it cool before the sun sets, and then the temperatures do wind up dropping, and then we have a much more seasonable day on Saturday. All right. But it is quite warm with that warmth that we have in the atmosphere. And, of course, you could even see maybe even thunderstorms. Maybe. Look, we'll talk about it more tomorrow. I think we'll have more information as far as how the rain is going to set up. I'm not going to even try to guess right now with that. So I guess we'll go ahead and we'll look at the skies. And, obviously, I think we're going to have some fairly overcast, cloudy conditions, a lot of clouds around with such all this moisture in the air. I can't see why we wouldn't. Tomorrow there'll be a decent amount of cloudiness, maybe a few peaks of sun here and there. Saturday would be the day that we'll see some more sun, I think, and we should have maybe a mostly sunny day, hopefully that day. But then more clouds come into the picture Sunday, and we have to wait for that stronger cold front to come through to clear us out for next Monday and Tuesday. And that could hold out, maybe probably not Wednesday, but I think we'll get at least a couple of clear sunny days again. We can look at, that's the GFS we're looking at, so let me look at the NAM now. So this is the NAM sky cover, all right? So you can see there could be some peaks of sun in the afternoon tomorrow, but some fog probably along the coast that could try to also keep those areas cooler. For Friday, we start off with clouds, and then we'll start seeing the sun come out later on in the afternoon. And then as we get into Saturday, you see it clears out. So let me look at the RGM. That's the other model we can look at here for skies. And this, again, is for Thursday. And you see, again, that fog. Just it'll be clouds and low clouds. It'll eventually just burn off, but it'll be like a broken sky with some sun. And then for Friday, the RGM seems to really get rid of the clouds more quicker. Like around 1, 2 o'clock, the clouds are gone. And we have sunshine, and then this is Saturday. It looks like a mostly sunny day on the RGM. So let's go back to the upper air pattern, and we'll take a look at that, which gets more into the long range here. Finally cooling off in here. So, long range here. All right, so you see we had that ridging, which is bringing us the warmth this week, but you'll notice there's some after that we do have that trough that comes in on Monday. That's going to bring that cooler air in, but then it's short-lived. The ridge comes back, and then another trough. So we're in an active pattern. Things are changing back and forth. Things are moving along. So there'll be threats for showers. I don't think it'll be as dry as what we were dealing with, which is important. That'll hopefully keep the wildfire danger down. Here's the European model. Same idea here. Some ridges, some troughs, some moving along, which means you have a couple of nice days and you get some rain and then a couple of nice days. So it's that's a good pattern to be in. You don't want it too dry, although it was really nice the weather we've been having. It was a little too dry because of that wildfire threat that we are dealing with. So let's go look at the windy.com and just the clouds on this model. I'm just curious to see what it looks like on this one. So this is Friday. Tomorrow, let's see tomorrow. Maybe a couple of breaks. I think Friday afternoon we might have mostly sunny skies. As that dryer comes in. But I think Saturday we're going to have a good bet of mostly sunny day for Saturday. Sunday, we'll start seeing the clouds and the showers come back into the picture again. So the only thing we can look at here is the thunderstorm threat, I guess, which we'll see. There actually is a little bit of thunderstorm threat over New Jersey with those warm conditions. It could be when that front moves through, could cause some thunderstorms perhaps. But we'll have to, with such warm air and such high humidity around, there's always the potential for some thunderstorms. I don't think any of them will be severe, but there's the potential. But that's going to wrap up this weather update. Take care, and thank you for watching.